I didn't bother making a full-on video during the last dev diary. Kind of a cringe name. Just call it a dev blog or something like that. Like everybody else. But anyway, it was basically just lore. Which, to be completely honest, the only notable thing was... Like, if you care about the factions, you can get a little into that, but the most notable thing is that we're on a satellite moon that got dried up. And now we're just trying to get what we can off of it that everybody left behind. I didn't want to make a whole ass video on that because that's just not really important for the majority of every player out there. This is what's important. So, they did say, unfortunately, we'll be slightly delaying the playtest beyond summer to early in the 4th quarter of 2024. So my guess, if we're lucky, we might see it in October, but I'm banking on probably November is when we'll actually see it. I understand that's like mid 4th quarter, but I mean, play Star Citizen long enough, you understand people don't follow deadlines. Hopefully these guys are a little better. So they did show us what the Trampler building is like. We will dive into that in a minute. We're going to finish reading this post first. Almost everything has come together in the current state. The game is playable. Okay, don't say it's fun. Like, how are you... Now I don't believe you. And a good reputation of our vision and direction for the game. That bodes well, up to a degree. I'll get into why in a minute. If we weren't for the risk of losing hours of progress due to bugs, we would already be inviting players, but we're working on that now and confident that we will have it fixed soon. So the only reason we don't have access to it is because they apparently are dealing with more bugs than they could have anticipated. Some of this feels like filler, like they were trying to hit a word count for an essay or something, so I'm just going to breeze over quite a lot of it. Their main focus is primarily on PvP. They're removing planned PvE elements for the time being to ensure they can have balance in PvP situations. To me, I think I just have PTSD. Genuinely, I think that's just all it amounts to, because that makes me concerned it's going to be another Last Oasis, because Last Oasis did the exact same thing. However, they said they removed planned PvE elements, so at least they already have something underway, but still concerning. So, naturally, you'll be able to team up with people. Server worlds are procedurally generated, as they already told us. I don't know why that's a notable thing about the playtest, but hey, whatever. Trampler editors in there, it's functional, blah, 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 blah. Like, really, it's just saying, like, you can team up with people, do some PvP, gather resources, and use your Trampler. Basically do the base functions of the game. Okay, cool. Thanks. Something else that is notable, though. A dozen other teams on the server. So other teams, what's the cap now? 13? Is it 13 teams, or is it going to be 12 teams, or what? It's kind of unclear, but we'll just say that there will be 12 teams to a server. Now, this is going to feel a lot like Sea of Thieves with Last Oasis elements. It's going to be heavily like the extraction concept of Sea of Thieves with the brutality of Last Oasis. I'm venturing a guess there in that regard. That being said, the concept of Sea of Thieves where there's limited teams to per server and it's an extraction, I think is a good thing to bring into this style of game. We'll see what happens though, because you know, there's that part of me that likes the chaos of, 100 players trying to fuck each other up. With that said, let's take a look at the editor.
This is Sand, an open-world PvPvE extraction game developed by the Ukrainian team Holograph and published by TinyBuild. Earlier this year, we revealed the very first gameplay footage with all of you, and today we're excited to dive into
You're recycling it too.
About features, the Tramplers. In Sand, Tramplers are your means of traversal, your strongest defense, and your most formidable weapon. So it's imperative that you ensure that your Trampler is up for the task before it's deployed on Sophie.
This is the shit I'm looking forward to.
And your Trampler could be the difference between life and death.
Well, you can tell, you can feel how heavy that hitting that is, dude.
Before leaving for an expedition...
Okay, we're gonna pause right here. I love the fact that it's like a little blueprint on a desk. That's adorable. Look how tiny and cute it is. And it looks like we have quite a bit of freedom. I wonder if we're going to have the ability... No, we are. Never mind. I lied. Ignore me. I was going to say have different like base foundations for our tramplers, but they showed in previous clips that there's like centipede almost looking things. So I wonder what our cap on that's going to be.
The option of either using a pre-built...
Fully expect there to be... How did, like, the... Oh, fuck. What did I call the series? The How It's Made series in Last Ways is when I was doing build videos. I'm 100% doing that again with this. So, definitely anticipate that.
Using the Trampler editor. Today we're going to build our Trampler from the ground up.
Hold up. Too fast, but I want to overanalyze everything that you're showing us. Never mind, that doesn't tell me shit. The symbols mean nothing. I'm guessing this one's to like customize paints or something? Interesting. But these seem like the main room pieces. It's just confusing that there's an exposed one, but whatever.
Today we're going to build our Trampler from the ground up. Well, you're going to have multiple options in what size you'd like your
I love that you can like drop it down to see the floor plan.
For a small to medium-sized team. We'll be doing a solo run today anyway, so we're going to have plenty of space. Always make sure
he's clicking through it so fucking fast, man. Okay. That's kind of annoying, to be honest. I didn't notice this initially. So it seems like they have separated platforms specifically for turrets. I was kind of hoping you'd be able to place turrets down onto any platform, not have designated pieces holding the turret, but that's not that big of a deal, I suppose. It's a little disappointing, but arbitrary.
A steering room so that you can actually control your Trampler, a storage room for your loot, and enough mounted weapons to fend off any unwanted attacks.
Mm-hmm. I'm so glad they're orienting this to be like actually viable for solo as well.
Spending a lot of time on the upper decks, especially if you find yourself engaged with other Tramplers. So it's important that we create some platforms and choose our turrets wisely.
I kind of see why they have it set up. Fuck. I wish I could just fucking... I legitimately just tried to click on those icons. You're fucking kidding me.
Always remember to add doors. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself on the lookout more often.
Just don't put a single door and just have a steel coffin.
We're also going to throw up a small tower, which is going to make a valuable vantage point.
Fucking crow's nest. Let's go, dude. The level of strategy that's going to be involved in this game comparatively to Last Oasis, I think it's going to be more opportunity for strategy in this.
So try and keep that in mind.
I say that because Last Oasis, like the combat, albeit extremely fun, but if you're good at blocking and hitting, you never die. Like, if you can block every hit, you're not going to die. And if it's a 1v1, if it's a 1v2, then it's a little more questionable. But basically, the survival strategy in Last Oasis was just block, hit. Okay? Good strat, unless you're like trying to rat around, but still. I think the combat in this is going to be a hell of a lot more strategic and involved comparatively speaking.
Top right corner of the editor.
Especially with the different varieties of weaponry we can have on the top. Not to mention guns we get.
We've already got some.
They showed a shotgun design in like the early videos of them releasing gameplay footage. I fucking love the shotgun design they have. It's like a triple barrel that rotates like a revolver. And then they also showed they're going to show it here in a bit, but there's a... Oh, look at that fucking map, though. I love that this looks absolutely fucked over here on the right, but I love the like general design concept of it. They gray out. Do they gray out the map and you actually have to explore to unlock the fucking map? That's already way the fuck better than Sea of Thieves. Just looking at this map, though, it's 100% basically like a Last Oasis Sea of Thieves, without a doubt. It tells you what the rewards are going to be at those spots, too. Are you a fucking psychic? How would you know? Lore-wise, anyway.
going to use this opportunity to make sure the coast is clear.
I love the auto walk
Looks
feature.
like we're good.
That's obviously incredibly important. Okay, get on with it, dude. You're walking. Right, who's doing a contract right now? Breaking his legs, my man. Just like me.
Just like that, we've completed our first contract.
You can't play a game in the sand without breaking ankles, okay? It's not a proper gaming experience unless you suffer fall damage.
In return for completing the contract, we received ammo for our shotgun turret, which I think will probably come in handy for us later.
Now, I think that's an interesting variable in the game. The fact that the loot is ammo-oriented. For example, anyway, obviously there's going to be resources as well, but it makes me wonder if we're going to have a proper crafting system to make ammunition, or if we're strictly going to be limited to finding the ammo as loot. I'm hoping it's a mixture of the two, but I have a feeling that we're only going to be able to find ammo. Obviously, nothing has been solidified in that regard. It's all speculation, but I kind of like the concept of having to get ammo as loot while you're out. That's annoying, though. There's 2 slots, right? So when you dump the 20 in, 19 goes here, 1 goes into there. Why not consolidate? That's gonna annoy the shit out of me when I'm playing, to be perfectly honest. Maybe it'll make more sense in action, but that immediately just functions but doesn't make sense, if you know what I mean.
And by later we mean right now. Looks like we've got some company.
That looked like a regular old, like, marksman rifle kind of. What the fuck is the design of that sniper?
And by later we mean right now.
That just looks like a regular ass, like, revolver rifle.
Looks like we've got some company.
We've seen a shotgun, and that was an awkward way to pull out a gun there. That scope is fucking wild. The fuck? I love the designs of the weapons of this game, though.
Look, we didn't go through the effort of building this Trampler just to retreat at the first sign of trouble, so we're taking the fight to them.
Yeah, we're not pussies. Fuck 'em. Oh my god. Excuse me, what? I don't think it's supposed to look like that. Something's not right there. The fuck? They put this in their showcased video. Didn't load anything into the... It's not even in alpha or beta. It's fine. It's whatever, you know. That'll be fixed eventually. I just think it's fucking comical. At least it works.
There's that shotgun turret ammo coming in handy already.
Hold up, did you just blap that? He just one-shot that dude. Didn't even have to aim at him, dude. The spread on that's insane.
And they've taken out one of our turrets. Not to worry though, we can get that thing fixed in no time. Of course I can fix this myself, but I could really have used some crewmates right around now.
God damn, the DPS on that is brutal.
As the old saying
Oh, I cannot fucking wait for the combat, dude.
And a turret for a trampler. I think we're even. Test on.
There was something I wanted to point out when they were sniping. You notice there's, like... I love that. See how this is like... Fuck, what is that word? What is the word I'm looking for? When something is, like, optically shifted, I can't think of the term for that. I love that they did that. Overall, looks really good. Oh wait, hold up. Quick wheel. Quick wheel. Okay, looks like you can have... You have a waist bag, which appears to be for ammunition. You have a backpack. Some sort of armor set. It's interesting that they make armor one piece. And then items you can use. I imagine you could slot whatever you want up here to have it be more weapons or whatever you happen to be using. But it looks like they have the repair tool. Oh no, these are just tools. That's a flare gun, my bad. Yeah, instruments. Repair tool, flare gun, binoculars, and a map. And then 2 weapons. You only get 2 weapons? I say that as if 2 weapons is a small amount. If you need more than that, probably an issue. I guess I'm used to Star Citizen where you have like 2 main weapons and then a sidearm. But, you know, 2 weapons is more than enough. You have short and long range. That's perfectly fine. Oh, auto turret. Oh, wait, no, he was just firing something with high DPS. I'm an idiot.